Okay. Okay. I'm going to transport you back to 1957. The Big Bopper and his daughter. We're going to do one for you now. Go ahead, Mr. Jerry and Melina.
Say forever, boy, girl, there's just one love in this whole world. And I know that I found mine. Heavenly touch of your embrace tells me no one can take your place ever in my heart.
Mr. Norman has his hand in the bag. Young love! Yeah, big shout, Jerry. Sing with him, sing with him.
Love, first love, filled with true devotion. Young love, our love, we share with deep emotion.
All right, thank you. Good job. Excellent. Yeah. Well, Abby's cheating. I can't call on her every time. Maybe not. All right. Now we're going to fast forward because we have one that's a little younger, also known as the Purple People Eater. I don't think she's, Valentine's is red. She's wore purple, but that's okay. It's okay. It's her favorite, so we'll let her get by with it. She's Christian, she's single, she's looking. And her cousin Misty is as well. Go ahead, Dee, kick it off. 1974.
Actually, when Melina asked me at home, she said, well, don't you want to sing a Valentine song? I said, I don't know if I'm up for it this year. I said, then for a few minutes later, I said, you know what? Don't ever ask a girl with a broken heart to sing a song. I got one for you. When I find a new man that I want for mine, he always breaks my heart in two. It happens every time. I've been made blue. I've been lied to.
Whoa, hang on. All right, Carol Sue, you had your hand up first. Carol Sue, what is it?
I'm going back to
Did you get it? What'd you say?
I've been cheated.
That's close. Again?
She knows what it is.
Judy? When will I be loved? All right. In the vein of Taylor Swift, where she talks about all her ex-boyfriends. Go ahead, dude, finish that up.
I've been cheated, then mistreated. When will I be loved?
All
Tell
right.
me, when will I be loved?
Okay. Look, Judy and Carol Sue both do that one. So that's a double win there. Double win.
Put a double in there.
All right.
She had been cheated too.
Give us a break.
Break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta breathe.
Too fast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Misty's having to run.
Anybody else want to tell a story while we're waiting? We're having a little intermission. Let's see. Who got that? When don't know if he's married or not. I'm not going to have to get married. Roy, do you want to tell a story?
I think you said.
No? Okay, no pressure.
They met in kindergarten.
I've been married over 50 years. I'm not going to talk.
He don't even remember.
I'll tell the story. They met at your house this year.
Well, actually, I went over to Gloria's house, and she had a stepsister and a younger sister, and we went over there, and for some reason, Gloria got up and went in the house. Well, I asked her stepsister out for a date. Then a year later, Gloria and all of them came out in the house to a singing, so that's when we really started going together. There you go.
There it is right there. All right. Okay, ladies. I know who. You want to tell it? But you were. I want to know how you were asked to be married. You want to tell it? You don't want to? Okay. There's no pressure here. This is for fun. So. All right, Ronnie. Tell about you and Miss Tammy. I tried to get her earlier, but she's afraid the preacher's going to walk in when she starts.
Well, let's see. We met. I had a friend, Mike Dobbins, who worked on the battles I was into, and I worked at Battles Zachward. And Dobbins kept telling me, Ronnie, the prettiest girl works over here, said you need to meet her, you need to go out with her, you know. And Dobbins, I said, pretty girl won't never mess with me. Anyway, he brought her over to the store one day, and then he used to, I'm the dog for doll, and I just thought she was real pretty and liked her a lot, and then I was still scared to ask her out, so I never asked her out for a while longer, and then we bumped into one another again, and rode around. We rode around Backworth, and then that started. Got her phone number and called her up and started dating, and ended up we was riding around one day. Hadn't even thought about. Well, I guess we thought about getting married, but we was saw a real pretty house for sale, and stopped and talked to the man about it, and then went over and talked to my daddy about it. And Daddy said, "Well, who's going to live there with you?" I said, Tammy. You know, and
I said it better be me.
Yeah. But anyway, so we bought the house and decided to get married. And 33 years later,
33 years later. Left out the part about proud marriage, our national sound, but we'll get that. Anyway.
We'll skip that part of the story.
Merle and Gene will enjoy this. When we were little, I grew up with Melody, Merle's daughter, and Wayne Greer, Billy Greer's son. And one day Melody said, when I grow up, Wayne, I'm going to marry you. And he said, no, you ain't. I'm going to be a dog when I grow up.
Leave the reincarnation just into an animal, I think. Carolyn, you want to tell them the Norman and Carolyn story?
Well, it's not really.
Well, tell what you got then. How about that?
Well, we grew up together since we knew each other since we were about 8 years old. And we lived out on Baker Road, right there at the corner of Woodstock Road and Norman, and them lived on down Woodstock. And Mother would send me over to Mr. and Miss Sailor's to get a gallon jug of milk. And when I would come back by, he and his sister would throw rocks and try to break my jug of milk. So we just more or less grew up together.
What about that? That's a good story. Yeah. Like that. Go ahead and tell it.
in the blackberry patch.
There you go. Blackberry patch.
Hey, we had to make it together and wine out there.
We had to pick blackberries back then to have some to eat.
That's a good one. Nancy Hughes, you want to tell a story about how you met your husband? I know he's passed. It'd be like here.
They moved to Virginia, and his three sisters was in school, and he would come to pick them up, and I would press around to get to see him. Well, I was going with what turned out to be my brother-in-law. He had married Jack's sister, and so I thought Jack, he had broke his foot skating, and I tried to get Irvin Jr. to stop and pick Jack up, and he wouldn't do it, but I was in high school, and I kept on until I got it.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, she worked her way through the family, but she got to one of them. That was good. Judy and Bob, Mary's want me to ask you, do you want to tell it?
Me and Patson married those Hughes.
Them Hughes boys, yeah.
We burned them.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Judy, you want to tell it?
Well, I met Bob in October on his birthday at his sister's for a wing roast. Well, we've been roasting ever since.
Still together. Brought together by Oscar Mayer. All right, Elisha, I'm not leaving you out.
Wait till the pastor sees
56 years. There you go. That's good. Give him a hand.